project is the restaurant waiting management system. So I'll just show you quickly our Sprint 1 tickets. So we basically want to do some of the functionalities on some of the features on mainly on the manager side, because manager need to be able to create a restaurant and then creating like the menu of the restaurants, right, before it can even show up for the customers. So that's what we prioritize on, and also we prioritize the auth system, so that people can create accounts, log in. So yeah, so those are some tasks that the managers needs to be able to do by end of sprint 1. And for wait staff and kitchen staff, so we for their core features, it will come in the later sprints. But for the first sprint, we want to make it so that they can be invited by a manager, and once they're invited, yeah, and once they are invited, they will see like the corresponding screen. But right now for wait staff and kitchen staff, the screen is just like, I am a wait staff, I'm a kitchen staff. So that's not what we're prioritizing on. So for the customer side, we also want to be able just to browse the menu of a restaurant and see the items of that restaurant, and just kind of add it. But the actual implementation of ordering for on the customer side is not our priority in Sprint 1. Yeah, and then we also make sure we want to create some Swagger docs so that we're up to date with, like, it's easier to connect the front end and the back end. So this is our register page. So yeah, I cleared it, yeah. So this is our login register page. So what I want to do first is I'm going to create 2 accounts. They're going to be for a wait staff and for a kitchen staff, right? But they are not a wait staff or a kitchen staff until the manager invites them. So they're just creating an account. So let's say I'm going to go with Lucy for the first one. And then let's say it's okay if you see the the password. It doesn't mean much. And then something like this. So if I register, right? So whenever someone registers, they will see a button that says create restaurant or ask manager to send you an invitation. If they create a restaurant, they become the manager of that restaurant. But let's just log out for now. So I'm going to create another account, and this time it's going to be Brendan. And say Brendan. And then Brendan. And also just note that we also do like checking, making sure that things work, or like if I use an email that's already been used, that's also is error checked. So something like that, right? And then same screen, right? Then I'm going to create another email for who is the person that's going to be the actual manager. Let's say Oliver. Oh, okay. Howay, you can be the manager. Okay, and then say howay@hablo.com, and then right. Oh wait, hold up. Sorry. Oh, whoops. Oh yeah, the password needs to be kind of strong. That's why. But yeah, anyway. So you're in, right? And then now we want to create a restaurant. So we just click the restaurant button, and then so let's just say Howay's amazing restaurant, and then this is just the contact number, which is just anything, and then you just chuck in some address. So let's just say it's street, and then just city, Sydney, and then state, and then postcode, right? So once you create, it will goes into the admin menu page, and then here you can create categories and create dish. So if you don't have any categories, you can't really create dish. So let's create some categories. So let's just say we have entree, and then we have names, and then we have desserts, and then we have drinks, right? So they just looks like that, right? And then so this tables page is not something that we want to prioritize in Sprint 1, but we just got it kind of mocked up for now. And then so if you go to manage, you can see your restaurant's like settings or like details, and then you can also now invite staff. So now let's invite Lucy. Lucy. And let's just say wait staff. And now let's invite Brendan as well. And this one is kitchen staff, right? So you can invite staff to your restaurant. And then now if you go back to the account, so if I go into Lucy, right? Oh, whoops. Right, if you go into Lucy's, then it says that your role is a wait staff. So that's kind of like the corresponding screen. You can also see it in the route as well, right? And then same go with Brandon. So hablo.com. right? And then so Brendan's role is kitchen staff, but it's not implemented yet. It's just a route. So yeah. But so those are like, yeah, some of the user stories. We'll go over the user stories at the end again, just to make sure we check everything. So now let's just go back to your account. So now we go back here. Let's actually create some dish, right? So let's say I want to do a kingfish sashimi dish, and let's say it's $24, and description is like with ponzu sauce, right? I can select a category in which it goes under, and let's just say entree, and then some dietary requirements. But at the moment, there's, this dish doesn't have any, so let's just create it. So it would pop up immediately. We can do another one. Let's just say it's like Wagyu steak, and then let's just say it's like 40, right? Description, I'm just gonna take it online, right? So let's just take my, yeah, right? And then say category is mains, right? Allergens is, well, it does, let's just say nuts, right? And once you create it, it also shows the allergens of the items. And then let's just do quickly for dessert as well. So matcha cheesecake. And let's just say it's like $14, and just say with chocolate Nutella toppings, right? And then let's just choose it in desserts, allergens, like that. And then for drinks, let's just create something quickly. So mojito, say 20. Let's do like minty, right? And then drinks, and then no allergens, so just create it. So this is not hard-coded, like we have the backend for it, so it's all actually done. So it looks like that, right? Yeah, and then so what we also want to do now is that the customers, we should be able to order, right? So if you go into this QR code on the side here, it shows you the restaurant's QR code. So I'm not going to scan this with my phone because this is not like deployed, right? It's just going to take you to localhost. So you can't really do anything with it, right? But what I can do is that on here, I have a QR code reader extension, and that gives me the QR code of, the link of that QR code that's on the screen, right? So if I go into an incognito page here and I paste this here, right, you can see then this is what the customer is supposed to see. So if I go into inspect, and, so usually customers will see it on the phone, so I'll show you on the phone view. Yeah, so this is, oh my God, wait, hold up. Oh, wait, no, how do you, 100? Oh, whatever. Anyways, wait, what? How do you make it so it's like, oh, anyways, you're gonna see it's so small, sorry. But what's your name? Let's just say I'm Angela, and my table number is 12, right? So I can start browsing the menu. And then, so in here, sorry, is it too small? I don't know what to do about it, but, oh, whatever, right? No, but then I want to show it in like the phone view, you feel. Oh, sorry, you just gotta have to deal with 50. But yeah, so here you can actually go through the tabs and see the things that like we added into the restaurant, right? And then, so in here as well, if you were to select any of the items, it would update the totals accordingly, right? And then if you were to deselect an item, it also shows up. So for the sprint one, we do want to make it so that users are able to select items, but it's not in our priority to actually send the orders or anything yet. So this is just kind of like a quick way to go about it. So yeah, did I miss anything? How much time do I have left? It's about 10 minutes? Oh, okay, let me keep yapping some more, all right? Yeah, so we want to make it responsive as well. So for example, for the customers, they can also have it kind of like a tablet view, because maybe they can just pull out the tablet at the restaurant, who knows, right? And for the this one, it's also responsive. So if I inspect this and I go into like, yeah, iPad Air, so things don't look funny. It's responsive, which is nice, right? I know, thank you, right? And then, yeah, if this page as well, it's responsive. And so, yeah. But yeah, like the back end, oh yeah, also something that maybe I want to bring attention to is that if I were to log in, so let's just go to your account again. Right? Nope. Oh yeah, whoops. Yeah, so let's just say if I go into your account, right? So you're logged in at the moment. You have some tokens, right? So if you were to try to go back into like the kind of login register page, it wouldn't let you because you're already logged in. So you can only log out by like actually logging out. Or like similarly, if you're logged out, right? And you try to go into like say admin create or like let's say admin menu, right? Then it wouldn't let you because you don't have the correct, like you're not logged in, you don't have the tokens, right? So we implemented that. We also, do a bunch of different like checks. So for example, if I try to be you and take your email, right? And let's just say, right, something like this, then like it would tell me unsuccessful. So we do a bunch of checks, making sure that all the inputs are valid and there's no duplicate data. What else can I yap about? 10 minutes? Okay, let me yap some more, hold up. So if I go back, so from what we've demonstrated, I'll just go through each user story so that we're on same page about which one we've completed. So first of all, as manager, I want to be able to add, by the way, from the proposal, we actually added some more user story because we realized like some others actually, we're kind of dependent on them to do some of the one we proposed already, right? So for example, as a manager, I want to be able to add menu items within, with titles, blah, 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 so we did that. As a customer, I want to browse through the menu, so we did that. As a customer, I want to add items from the menu to my order, so we did that. As a customer, I want to select a table number, so we also did that. As a manager, I want to create an account for the restaurant, so we did that. As a manager, I want to be able to send access invites to my vacation staff, so we did that. So maybe I'll show you the docs for the Swagger UI, so that's just localhost 3000. Is it redundant docs? It's redundant. Yeah, so we generated them, so making sure that we're all on the same page about APIs and stuff. So we go back here. So as a wait staff, I want to be able to log into my account and I can see access the corresponding pages for my role. So we did that. But the implementation of those pages come on later sprint. Manager, I want to add new categories, so we did that. Kitchen staff, I want to be able to log onto my account, so I can, same thing, so we did that. As a manager, I want to be able to create my restaurants, so that my staff and customer can interact with it, so we also did that. Yeah, I think that's it.